Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruise. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about Cardano ADA, what ADA is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, why Cardano is heading in the immediate short term. But we're not only going to talk about ADA, of course, we're also going to talk about Ethereum. And today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart, as we always do. And what I'm saying, right now we're experiencing a bounce back. The way I've told you, if you've been following my channel, I've told you that I anticipate a bounce, right? And potentially the correction, it might be over, and the V-shaped recovery that I've been telling you that I'm actually foreseeing is going to happen by the end of this month or early next one, at the latest 10th, 11th of November, for Bitcoin to start hitting all-time high prices, for Ethereum to start hitting all-time high price as well, and with that to pull the rest of the outs, or the start of the altcoin season. Something like that is in the charts. Let's see how I think it's going to play out. Of course, before I continue with my chart analysis, I have to tell you guys, nothing I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure purposes. And before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is definitely not a financial advice. But this is what I'm saying now. Is it possible to have a final shake-off, just one final correction? Potentially, that's also a possibility, just a complete shake-off of all the weak hands for the continuation of the trend on the upside. But for me, the most likely scenario that the correction is over, we test this previous resistance line here in 2021, its previous all-time high prices at 64,000 in April of 2021, and then in November of 2021 a price of around 69,000. It acted as resistance. Right now we're turning it into support for continuation of the trend on the upside. Yeah, as I've said, that was a flash crash. It shook off a lot of weak hands, and right now I think the path is clear for higher prices when it comes to Bitcoin. And usually that's how the flash crashes recover, through V-shape. So if basically we take out here this price of around above 116,000, once we start hitting price of above 116,000 in a matter of days, weeks, potentially we'll go and test this all-time high price of around 126,000, and potentially start hitting all-time high prices. And as I've said, I remain bullish on Ethereum. Once Bitcoin start hitting all-time high prices, Ethereum's in my personal opinion, will go even faster, higher. When it comes to Ethereum, I see nothing but bullish momentum, reverse head and shoulders, ascending triangle patterns, and here this huge ascending triangle pattern that we've formed from 11th of March 2024 at price of above 4,000. We tested it here in June of 2024. So basically this huge ascending triangle pattern, if we measure it from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600, and this is something that I'm actually anticipating for Ethereum to go. When exactly? Potentially, possibly once Bitcoin start hitting all-time high prices. I think exactly at that point Ethereum will go as from 5,000 we quickly go to 6,000, and then potentially to 6,600, one final shake off and a blow off top, potentially by February, March or April of next year. Potentially Ethereum can even end up 5 digits, $10,000. This is not completely out of the picture. This is something very real. This is not, I think this can potentially happen, but let's see how I think it's going to play out. But I'm definitely bullish when it comes to Ethereum. As I've said, I'm definitely bullish when it comes to Bitcoin. We're in a raging bull market, so I don't think there's any reasons for you to stress. I think the continuation of the trend is on the upside. Then when it comes to Cardano, to ADA, there's a lot of bearish sentiment. Nobody believes in that coin. Not everybody. There's a huge following when it comes to Cardano ADA. So I think there's a bearish sentiment. There's a negative sentiment. So according to the Fear and Greed Index, that's exactly where you should buy. When everyone is fearful, you should be greedy, and vice versa. But again, ADA can easily go to zero, guys. So always do diligence and make your own research, and don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, because nothing in these markets are guaranteed. Just the way we're thinking we're going to experience a bull market or anything, we can be we can plummet, and everything can be invalidated. Like there's a lot of tension, as you all know, as you're very educated people, there's a lot of tension in the world, China and stuff like that. They can be potentially wars coming. So nothing here in the markets, as I've said, are guaranteed. So you know, you have to take it for what it is. But in my personal opinion, when I'm looking at the charts, when I'm seeing everything aligning, I think ADA has more bullish momentum to come. And what I'd like to see for ADA, basically, go and test this resistance line that we've tested multiple times here between March of 2019 and June of 2019. Once we broke above this resistance line here in January of 2021, that's exactly when the bull cycle, the bull cycle was even earlier than that, but once we broke above it, ADA went absolutely nuts. So potentially, at the time of recording this video, ADA is around 66 cents. So from 66 cents, if we go and test this resistance line at the price of above $1.10, potentially go to $1.15, come back, turn this previous resistance, turn it into support, take out this local top that we formed in December of 2024 at the end of last year at price of around $1.33. Take out this local top from $1.30. I think ADA can easily go and test this all-time high price of around $3. And of course, since we've tested this resistance line, we might go and test it again, starting from December 2017 at price of around $1.30. Again, we tested its all-time high in August of 2021, and potentially, if we break above this all-time high price, as I've said, and we have a full price discovery, we can basically go and test this resistance line by, I don't know if I think it's going to be earlier than August, but potentially by May, I would say April, May of next year, price of around $5. Is it so delusional to think that from 60 cents we can go to $5? That's around 8x. We just have to look previously. Let's just look at the database, the statistics of what happened previously. So basically, here in 2017, from price of around 1 cent, we went all the way to $1.30. So that's around 100x or above 100x. From the bottom of the bear market in 2020, when COVID happens, the price for one ADA was around, again, 1 cent. We went all the way to 3 cents, another high, another all-time high. And that's around 300x what we did previously. I'm not saying we will do 300x, but is it possible to do 10x or 12x? Basically, go above $5, potentially double in price, even to go to $10. There's something in the charts. It happened previously, so it can, basically what I'm trying to tell you guys, it can happen again. Of course, this is not a financial advice. Let's see how this week is going to play out. ADA can easily go to zero as well. So as I've said, let's see how this week is going to play out. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do this for absolutely free. And if you want to really support my work, that would be absolutely amazing. You can subscribe to my Patreon, get my 2 books for absolutely free of how to become a sophisticated trader. A lot of exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there, 100x potential. And of course, one-on-one consultation of helping you how to navigate for that really difficult bull cycle. And indeed, it's a difficult one. But if you subscribe to my Patreon, there's a lot of there's, I think, a lot of good content that it will help you out. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.